Hello, I have here a little Lego Minecraft set. It's the Guardian Battle, new for 2022. I bought it for $25 US. The composition of this set is a rare treat in my opinion because it does come with one non-Steve player, but it's mostly a mob pack. Mob pack with a little bit of background stuff that is not plain. You know, it's not just a bunch of dirt with a couple little things for color around the side. This is mostly good stuff. What they're representing here is a little bit of ocean monument, because obviously we've got the Guardian battle going on. And then it comes with a Guardian, Elder Guardian, the newer glow squid up top, and also the brand new Axolotls. So I might as well get straight into the Axolotls because that's what most people are interested in with this set from what I've seen. The player figure is skinned as an old school diver with the colors of dark orange and dark bluish gray. There's some gold printing on there. The print for the face or the head is not great. You can see it's got a little bit of offset issue, a little bit of opacity issue, but it's not too bad. However, the most important things here are the axolotls themselves, and they are good because it's a brand new specialized mold, which is exactly what was needed. You have a nice pack there to have them just swimming around and providing a little bit of escort for you. And they come in 3 colors in this one set. They didn't wait to make you have to collect a bunch of sets to get 3 different variations. And I appreciate that. So each one is mostly one single mold, but then just the face part is a 1x1 printed plate for each, which I think is a really good way to do it. The Guardian, as far as I can see on the outside, is exactly the same build as they did the first time around, which is nice. I thought that this and the Elder Guardian were going to be slightly smaller versions, but they're not. The same print for the eye on the front, and maybe there's some difference on the inside, but I haven't seen it. There is a stand included with this, though, which we didn't have before, which makes use of a piece that I think wasn't available at the time of the Ocean Monuments release, and also the brand new color for the 2x2 jumper there. It makes for a nice little water stand for the whole thing. But it's good. You know, you can adjust the angles of all the spikes. You can make the tail wag back and forth, although this is a little bit tail heavy, literally tail heavy. It kind of wants to fall back, so that's specifically why I curved the tail in so much, because if you have it straight out, then it's even harder to keep it from doing what it naturally wants to do, which isn't that bad. But you can also take it off of that little stand down there, and then it has the quadrupod base, and those spikes will kind of work as little feet. Again, the Elder Guardian as well is, as far as I can see, identical from the outside to the previous version. Also, once again, good. This one does add a stand. This is, again, tail heavy, but with this one, there's enough room on the base of it to move the stand back a little bit so it balances off better. And this has a little thing sticking down right here that will interact with the back, or the tail of the spring-loaded shooter bolt that's in the mouth. So you can wave or wag the tail back and forth, and it will shoot the bolt out, which is a well-integrated action feature. You don't need to use it if you don't want to. It's not super obvious if you don't care to see it or don't care to play with it. You don't have to trigger it accidentally. The tail can kind of act as a little bit of a guard by just putting it right up next to it, and then you can just grab the tail, grab it right from here. Like, this is easy to interact with, easy to pose around different places because of the anti-studs on the underside. Like, this is good. This is really good. And again, I'm just so happy that they didn't give us a tiny version, a slightly worse version than before. This is full on. Finishing off the mobs, the glow squid is the first of its kind from Lego, with a lot of teal on there, and accent colors are dark blue and the bright spring green color. The print here for the 2x3 tile is not great. It's not terrible, but it could have used a little bit more opacity, could have been a little bit more vibrant, but it's definitely nice to get the new mob. It doesn't look bad. And fortunately, most of its color is provided by actual pieces and not to the print. It doesn't rely so heavily on the print. So this is pretty nice. Wouldn't mind having another of these, and it's good to have a little stand there as well. And you just get a little bit of prismarine. I'm assuming that these are supposed to represent sea lanterns right here in the corners with the light aqua, and then there's some kelp around and coral, of course. Coral is very vibrant. They got some spots where you can put things to be easily removable. Sea grass, and pickles. Using the new pieces for sea pickles. That's convenient. The little 1x1 by 2 2/3 bricks with the hollow stud on top. Perfect. That right there is absolutely perfect. So you don't have to stack up a couple of 1x1 plates to get that size. Yeah, that is an ideal use of that. I like it a lot. And the more I look at this, the more I think I'm probably going to get another one of these for my own purposes, to just have as a basis for parts pack, or as a parts pack for additional custom buildup of a new underwater section for my own Minecraft space. This is good stuff, you know? An extra trident is included in the set, as well as one each of the flower pieces, the teal 1x1 here, the little diamond piece, and most importantly, as is always the case with Minecraft stuff especially, if there's a very small piece, a 1x1 that's printed, you get an extra of each in each color. So that's extra bonus to me, and this is intended to be there, an extra bolt there, that piece, a bunch of good stuff here. The $25 US feels like a little bit too much for the amount of stuff here, but when I consider the quality of what's here and what specifically is here, I'm fine with it. As a matter of fact, by the time you're looking at this video, I've probably ordered a second one of these, like I mentioned, for myself, because there's a lot of good stuff here. If you're building up a Minecraft display and you have any interest in doing underwater stuff, this is a really good pack to have, a really good pack. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the composition. It is bright and colorful. Each thing is done pretty well. Very glad that they did the axolotls as well as they did. The only things that are lacking a little bit are the prints for the faces, if you will, of these two things here. LEGO continues to need to make improvements in consistency of prints, at least in the North American market. I don't know. A lot of people have said to me in the comments and such, and I appreciate everybody around the world sharing your own experiences in the comments. For a lot of people in other regions, especially in the European area, saying that their prints are consistently good. So it might be a difference in where the prints are sourced from. But overall, this is a well-designed set. Wouldn't mind if it cost a couple dollars less or something like that. You know, a little bit, a small sale, a 10%, 15% sale on it. But as it is, I think it's priced decently well enough. And it's just so good. So yeah, getting my second one already. Let me know your thoughts though in the comments. Again, thank you for sharing what you feel about these things, and I'll talk to you again very soon.